In the race for mayor here in New York City, bit of a reprieve today for voters, that is. Early voting wrapped up yesterday. More than 380,000 New Yorkers submitted a ballot. They voted. That means your last chance to make your voice heard is tomorrow at the polls.
Yeah, a quiet day for voters, but not for the candidates in tomorrow's primary, making one final push to get ahead. And on the heels of recent polling that shows the race is tightening, Election Day, it'll be interesting.
Eyewitness News reporter Phil Taitt spoke with a couple of the candidates this morning, and he joins us live in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Phil?
Yeah, good morning. It's primary eve, and it's the final day of campaigning for these candidates as they're braving the heat, getting in front of voters, as tomorrow is Election Day. Now, early voting wrapped up yesterday, and according to the Board of Elections, they say that just yesterday, 78,000 people alone took to the polls. Now, a twist on this primary eve is that we're learning that this race, in fact, might be tightening. Now, just a short time ago, let's get straight to some video. We had Brad Lander, the New York City comptroller, who was out here hitting the pavement bright and early, encouraging New Yorkers to get out there and vote, touting his plans for the future even, and if for the city if he were to be elected. Now, Lander has cross-endorsed Assemblymember Mamdani and one of a few candidates who have banded together, saying they need a candidate to enter City Hall on day one and stand up for New Yorkers' values. Now, Lander spoke to me about this and the polls that suggest that the lead between the race's frontrunners are getting narrow.
That Emerson poll has Andrew Cuomo losing and going back to Westchester instead of to City Hall. I'm optimistic about the late surge that I'm having. I'm in this to win, and I'm thrilled to see a poll result that says Andrew Cuomo won't be our next mayor. Andrew Cuomo was a corrupt and abusive governor. He is running a corrupt and gross campaign. He would be a corrupt and abusive mayor who won't actually protect New Yorkers or make housing more affordable or run the city well, because he is always in it for himself.
And this morning, City Council Speaker Adrienne Adams was also on the ground. This is over in the Parkchester section of the Bronx. She was getting out in front of voters as well ahead of the Election Day, which is just tomorrow. And she, too, is hopeful that she has a shot at coming out in front. As for the former Governor Cuomo, he continued his closing arguments to New Yorkers. This was yesterday at the Sheraton Hotel with the IBEW union. He looks to make a comeback to once again hold office here in the city after he had resigned as governor amid numerous women accusing him of sexual harassment and scandalous handling of the COVID-19 pandemic. Important to note, he did receive an endorsement from former President Clinton, but for the former governor, he's focused on the issues at hand.
We lost 500,000 people in New York City since COVID. 500,000. Disproportionately the wealthiest, because they left because of the taxes.
This city deserves a mayor who will freeze the, make buses fast and deliver universal.
Now take a look at these numbers. Early voting numbers are in from the Board of Elections. Brooklyn leading the way with 142,735 early votes, and then Manhattan just behind with about 20,000 votes less. Now early voting in total, about 380,000 New Yorkers that have already cast their ballots. Those are some really big numbers, and also double to what we saw back in 2021. This really shows that New Yorkers have a whole lot to say as to who they'd like to see in City Hall for the next 4 years. A whole lot that can happen in the next 24 hours, as tomorrow is primary day. We are live in Park Slope. I'm Phil Taitt, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.